Assalamualaikum, greetings of peace. My name is Hafsa and I'm your host for YATA Talks. Today in the studio with us is Sister Laylo, who is a community activist. Assalamualaikum, thank you so much for being here today.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Nice to be here, guys, with you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is you do.
Well, I'm a registered nurse, but my profession is not aligned with what I do. We recently launched a Road to Zero Waste nonprofit organization. About 3 months, we've been already doing some work, alhamdulillah. We have about 70 plus volunteers. Most of them are teenagers, the kids say. We try to involve teenagers and youth as well, so that they could give back to the community. We try to serve homeless shelters, with food, surplus food and clothing, the donations that we get, and we go in person, we talk to them, we make homeless people feel that they matter. So we go they could also see us, follow us on Facebook page. We upload all our videos whenever we serve homeless shelters. We kind of interview them, we kind of talk to them like they're our buddies, we try to be, very nice to them, because it's kind of form of dawah, right?
So that's actually really amazing that you've done this. And I know, connected to your project, one thing that you have, it's volunteering. And are a lot of the people that help you out, are they volunteers?
Yes, all of them are volunteers. We're only volunteer-based organization, alhamdulillah. Only with the help of volunteers, we're able to launch our community fridge as well project, which serves, a lot of underprivileged people. They could, anytime use 24/7 those community fridges. We have surplus food put in there, and anybody could, take any time without any extra hustle asking anybody. They could just take food and enjoy free food. So, and all of that set up and all our serving in the community has been only done by our volunteers.
So, as a young person and young people who watch the show, volunteering is very crucial for us. Is that we need it to graduate, we need it to get community experience, but what are those benefits that you feel are for volunteering?
Well, I personally feel that, you start feeling your inner self differently. You start experiencing things which you would never experience if you go and get paid, anywhere else. Because by volunteering, you start feeling that, hey, I could do much more for the community. It empowers you. It makes you a stronger person. It makes you, feel the pain of others around you. It makes you feel very strong. It makes you feel that, you could do something. You could really do something and make difference in people's lives. And the most precious thing is whenever you see smile on people's faces when you have done something, actually, not just to get paid or anything, just to do something for the greater cause. And then you feel, that you have achieved at least a little bit of something, in life. And It makes you feel really amazing, yeah.
Definitely. So that's, of course, one thing, and that's very good, and I'm glad you talked about that. But also with volunteering, how can it give young people a competitive edge or kind of a bigger experience when it comes to working?
Yes. I noticed one very interesting thing while working with our volunteers and while just being in the community, right? So one thing is, youth that are volunteering, they actually have broader mind. They actually, they're very humble, and they're actually very productive workers. When somebody hires them, they could do a lot more than average other people. And also it makes you, as I said, it makes you feel empowered, and you could do more. You could push yourself more. If you volunteer, in the future, there's more likelihood you're going to be a good father or mother, you're going to be a better spouse, or there's more likelihood of you being a community leader, leading people, doing some good, or thinking about your surrounding and trying to change something, So it has lots of benefits. Even scientifically, it's been proven people who volunteer, they live longer, they have less heart attacks, less health issues. So from all directions, I could give you millions of examples that volunteering is actually great for anything, for any matter.
So we've kind of gone over the general. It's good for your own self, and it's good for your future as well. But in your personal experience, how have you seen volunteering and working for the community change people or change yourself?
Honestly, one thing I noticed that I can push myself more now. Like before, I used to think, oh, I have 3 kids and they're all, at an age where they're needy. I won't be able to, fit in so much work. But now, when we launched our first organization and we have a lot of projects going on, awareness sessions, every Monday we serve homeless shelters and we'll have community fridges that we're putting up as well. I noticed that the more you take, the more you can handle actually, and also personally it changes you. You start being aware of your surrounding and people,
So you talked about how you guys do food banks, you do community fridges. So tell us a bit more about your project and how the young people watching can get involved.
Sure. We every Monday we serve. We choose different shelters, homeless shelters. Sometimes women's shelters, sometimes co-ed shelters. We go. We gather all the surplus food from food chains. And then we also gather from our volunteers. I said we have 70 plus volunteers. They bring in their extra, gently used clothing because our aim is to cut down on food waste and any other waste, right? So we redistribute in the community. So we go to homeless shelters. We take our mostly youth, like teenagers, volunteers. They come with us. They hand out all the goodies, with the smile on their faces. We start chit-chatting with them, Sometimes they take their contacts and try to help out, So that's how it works, our one project. Second project we're about to launch, it's awareness sessions. We educate people about the importance of, not wasting food, how it's affecting the environment, how it's speeding up global warming. So we are trying to, make people aware, especially youth, their future, right? They're our future. So if they're aware of the food waste, they could tackle this issue better and, help the environment and people at the same time. So we'll have awareness sessions, and now the third project is community fridges. Alhamdulillah, we've been getting a lot of offers to launch in other, regions and cities as well, like Scarborough, Mississauga, and downtown and other areas, in GTA areas. We put up community fridges where people could, enjoy surplus food. We ask, food chains to donate their surplus food so that whoever is in need or whoever is low income, or sometimes you might be just struggling, you might be studying even, you might be a youth and studying and you have zero time, you're doing project or something, and you might make use of the surplus food instead of those food being wasted, thrown away. So that's the third project that we're doing, and would be very happy if more youth, because it's Muslim-based organization, we want Muslim youth to get involved and help us in our projects, so that Canada sees that Muslims are activists. They are actually in forefront, like doing a lot of work for the community. So, and volunteering is the best way to show your selflessness. And also, it's a very big dawah for our youth to come and join us, inshallah. So I'd be very happy if anybody could join our team and try to do some more work with us, inshallah. For the future, you could get the information, maybe you'll put it up.
Well, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you in the studio today. Just really quickly, if you could give a message to our viewers, just of what you want to say, wrap it up about your work and volunteer work and the importance of it.
Okay. Dear youth, I would like to really see all of you guys in different projects where you could be volunteering, for the sake of Allah, and where you could feel empowered. And also, I would be very happy if you could join our team as well in serving, less privileged people, and also, making difference. So inshallah, do join us, and we can provide you with the information, all the necessary tools, so we could empower you, we could educate you how to serve better, and inshallah that will be the greatest tool to help the community, inshallah.
Well, thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you for having me here.
If you're interested in getting in contact with Sister Laylo and some of her projects, click the links below, and also email us your questions. Send us emails in regards to Sister Laylo and future questions. I'm your host, Hafsa for YATA Talks.